I have the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G 2024 edition. What was I gonna say? They have 2014 edition, 2024 edition. I'm so excited to get into my comprehensive review of the device, so strap yourselves in. You're gonna wanna see this because I think a lot of reviewers out there have actually got this product really wrong. I think this is a very, very good phone for a couple of reasons. It's got some, things that aren't great about it, but in this video, we're gonna be covering all of that, plus its specs, gaming performance, battery life, camera capabilities, pricing, and at the end, I'm gonna be jumping into some frequently asked questions that a lot of people have. So let's jump into it. First up, let's talk about the overall specifications of the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. This phone comes with a 6.6-inch Super AMOLED display boasting a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels, so 2400 pixels, I think most people will say. But this obviously isn't the best resolution and it isn't an S-series device, but the screen is vibrant, it's sharp, it's perfect for watching multimedia if you're watching YouTube or whatever the case is, and it actually really pops while I'm playing games. The display also supports an adaptive 120Hz refresh rate, making animations and scrolling feel a lot smoother compared to your standard 60Hz screens that are out there, a lot of them in this price range. And because it's adaptive, which means it can go from 1 Hz to 120 Hz depending on what you're doing on the phone, you get the benefits of a much improved battery life, so it doesn't just push the pedal to the metal the entire time. Under the hood, the Galaxy A55 is powered by the Exynos 1480 chipset, paired with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, or 256 gigs of storage if you want that internally. But there is an expandable micro SD slot over here that you can expand this up to 1 terabyte, which is cool. It runs Android 14 with Samsung's One UI 6.1, which means that you're getting like the same operating system on an S-series device, which is great. So you get the latest experience. It's straight out of the box, just like that. And the security features are quite comprehensive. You get an in-display fingerprint sensor and facial recognition, which is great. It's really convenient to be able to like unlock your phone with your face. But I do find the brightness setting pretty intense. It has to brighten the screen to see your face. When I'm using my phone at night and unlocking it at night, it just blows my face up. But that aside, it works really well. If you don't mind your phone flashbanging you in the face at 2 a.m. with 1,000 nits. Let's discuss the design and build quality, because I think this is where the product actually really shines. The Samsung Galaxy A55 5G sports a sleek and modern design with this glossy finish at the back. It's actually a glass back, and it's got a really sturdy aluminium frame. It comes in a couple of colors. I don't like the fancy words that they use, but black, white, pink, and it's got this really pretty nice looking yellow. The model that I got over here and I was sent for review is the white one, which I honestly think looks incredible. I mean, this is like on par with the Galaxy S series in many ways. The phone feels extremely comfortable in the hand, and it's also thanks to these curved edges where you can, it doesn't poke you in the hand, and it's really, really lightweight with that aluminium frame and this glass. It doesn't feel cheap, and it maintains a really premium look. I love the detailing on the aluminium specifically, especially around the buttons over here. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. And the front glass panel, by the way, is Gorilla Victus Plus, and the back is also glass, but straight up regular Gorilla Glass. And it's really light. This guy comes in at 213 grams. Now let's move on to some of the gaming performance. The Exynos 1480 chipset combined with the Eclipse 530 GPU that this has got on board handles most games pretty well. Actually, much better than I was expecting. Casual games run really smooth, and even more demanding games like Call of Duty Mobile are playable with pretty decent settings. I play a ton of League of Legends Wild Rift, so it was my go-to game when it comes to performance, and it performs surprisingly well with a really consistent 90 frames a second on medium graphics. With the screen panel though, it's hardly noticeable that the resolution has been lowered compared to what I've been playing on my S24 Ultra, so it's really, really good. All of that said, and all the hype that I'm giving about this, don't expect flagship level performance. You're going to still want to stick to the S24 series if you want to get that. You might experience occasional frame drops in really graphic intensive games, and you won't get, ray tracing. But for a mid-range device, it does more than a commendable job, and it's extremely serviceable. In fact, it's beyond serviceable. I actually really enjoyed playing games on here. One of the things I didn't like though was that for some reason the touch kind of activated, I think my hands are just a little bit chunky. Battery life is a crucial aspect for any smartphone, especially if you're looking in the mid-range, and the Galaxy A55 5G doesn't actually disappoint. It packs a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is easily, it's the biggest battery on the market. I mean, my S24 Ultra also has it, and it lasts a full day of moderate use. This includes browsing, social media, streaming, and even some gaming. With adaptive power saving features, like I was talking about the adaptive refresh rate and some of the power saving features that they've got on board that help you manage it with One UI, you can stretch the battery life even further. Plus, the phone also supports 25-watt fast charging, so you can quickly charge up your phone, but I'm kind of spoiled. I'm used to a much faster charge than 25 watt, but it is really cool that it comes in a mid-range phone. It tops you up from about 0 to 50% in about 30 minutes, which is quite impressive. You can, top up your phone while you're getting ready in the morning. The battery life ultimately is the responsibility of the CPU. And because this is Exynos, I think that's where probably one of the weaker aspects of the A55 lies, is the fact that it is not as efficient as the Snapdragon, but it is really efficient in the greater scheme of things. And the fact that all those other features have been included to help you improve your battery life and get the most out of your battery is very cool. Exynos is just getting better and better. It isn't Qualcomm Snapdragon level, but at this price range, I mean, it's bonkers how cool it is. So let's talk about the camera setup on the back here. You'll see there are 3 cameras over here and a front-facing camera. It's got a 50 megapixel primary sensor, which is amazing. It's got a 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens, 5 megapixel macro lens, and a 32 megapixel front-facing camera. I've been really impressed with the front-facing camera on here. This is probably the standout camera on the whole device. Overall, the photos are really good. In daylight, the primary camera captures detailed and vibrant shots. Here's some stuff that I've took of my Jimny. While the ultra-wide lens is great for landscapes and great for this kind of shot over here with the car. The macro lens is fun. I got to play with it. It's really cool that it's got it and it's like a mode on it. And the depth sensor helps with portraits, and the portrait shots look really, really good. The camera also supports 4K video recording at 30 FPS, providing high quality video capture. And you also get slow motion that goes up to 240 FPS on an HD, which is so cool. That said, I think this is a great phone for anybody that wants a really good quality phone, but also wants to get into content creation stuff for social media and that kind of thing. It's more than efficient for that, or sufficient for that. Again, not the S24 Ultra, that's the tip of the iceberg, or the S24 range, but it's really impressive. Because it's a 32 megapixel shooter, it's perfect for selfies, obviously, and video calls for work. Overall, the camera performance is impressive for this price range, though low light performance could be a little bit better. Night mode helps to some extent, right? We've got that AI that Samsung are really good at, but there's still room for improvement in the darker photos. Samsung's One UI 6.1 is pre-installed, like I said a little bit earlier, which is great. It runs the latest AI 14 smoothly and efficiently, but unfortunately, not all of the AI features that are exclusive to the S series are here. You won't see that Galaxy AI button in the photos, in the gallery menu, and on the video editor, unless you're remastering an image, which sucks, man. It would have been cool to see that, but I guess they got to keep something for the S series a little bit more exclusive for their high-end devices. Samsung Knox is also on the device, so that's great. That should come standard, and it provides enhanced security features, ensuring that your data on the phone is secure. The phone also supports Samsung Pay, which allows you to make payments using your phone, so you can just do that. And remember, it's got the facial recognition and the fingerprint sensor under the screen. Using that for payments, it's cool. In terms of connectivity, the Galaxy A55 supports 5G, ensuring that you're future-proofed for faster internet speeds if you don't have a 5G provider, but if you do, you've got that. And it also includes Wi-Fi 6. We have a Wi-Fi 6 system here, which is great. Bluetooth 5.3 and NFC for contactless payments. The phone comes with a USB-C port, but unfortunately, it's got rid of that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. RIP. Just another one in the 3.5 millimeter culling out there. It's gonna happen, right? It also supports Dolby Atmos, enhancing your audio experience. It's great for gaming. I've got my wireless headphones, and it's great for gaming. finally, let's discuss pricing. The Samsung Galaxy A55 is priced at around $350, and depending on the region and retailer and time that you're watching this video. For the features and performance, it offers like a really solid deal, in my opinion, in this mid-range smartphone. It doesn't feel like a mid-range smartphone, and that's rare. I really think this is great value for money when it comes to the mid-range market. If you don't have a mid-range phone, if you're looking to upgrade, or if you're moving from, or like the entry-level Samsung products. Given its robust specs, its excellent display, and its reliable performance using that One UI 6.1, the Galaxy A55 5G offers great value for money in this price category. It's an ideal choice for those who want a feature-packed phone with most of the things that these flagship phones have without breaking the bank. There are people who are hating on it online, but actually I think it's so good for what you pay for it. You're not getting the best photos or video out there. You're not getting the best phone or the best performance, but you are getting Samsung pedigree hardware and software behind the camera system and what's happening on the device. You can't fault that. And I think this is where it steps up above the rest of the other mid-range phones on the market, like the Xiaomi devices, the Oppos, the Redmis, etc. That pedigree is here. Before we wrap up the video, let's address some of those frequently asked questions that I told you that I was going to be addressing. So does the Galaxy A55 have wireless charging? No. Unfortunately, the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G does not support wireless charging at this moment. Well, maybe they'll put it in like models next year. However, it does come with that 25-watt charging with the cable, but that has been removed if you'd like. Is the Galaxy A55 water resistant? Surprised and really positive and really happy to say that the Galaxy A55 is IP67 dust and water resistant for up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. Just another great quality of life inclusion that I don't think many people were expecting in a phone like this. Can you expand the storage on the Galaxy A55? Like I said a little bit earlier, yes, you can. You can use the micro SD slot on the top here, and you can expand that storage up to 1 terabyte. So it's a much cheaper way to get a whole bunch more like storage. So if you go for the 128 gig, that's what I would do, and then just stick in that like a cheap 1 terabyte memory card. How does the Galaxy A55 perform in terms of software updates? This is really important because Samsung has committed to providing at least 4 years of major Android updates to the device and 5 years of security updates for the A55, which means that you're going to be holding onto this phone potentially for a very long time. It's very future-proofed, and it means that you're going to be getting the latest features that they release for it, but also the latest security patches. So there you have it, the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G 2024. With its impressive display, decent gaming performance, reliable battery life, it's got a versatile camera system. It's a compelling choice for anybody that's looking for a budget-friendly smartphone with a lot of specs. Like, it's just missing some of the AI stuff in the S series. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, to Galaxy Unlocked. We've got more tech reviews and updates on new Samsung products, and I've also done a bunch of videos on the covers for the device. So let me know if you want to see those. So make sure that you check those out if you are picking this up and find out which cover you want to get with it. I'll see you in another video. Cheers.